Hey, it's tool review time. We're going to review a handy gadget for duplicating profiles. Try to profile gauge, something you may want to add to your toolbox, so keep watching. Hey, Ray Ruthin here. Welcome back to the Woodcrafting Place, where we bring you woodworking knowledge to help you improve your time in the shop, make it more efficient, more effective, and help you enjoy it more. So today I'm reviewing the Saker profile gauge. So first, in all transparency, Saker did send this to me at no charge for me to do the review. However, the review will be the fair and honest opinion of it, the pros and the cons, and help you decide if you want this for your toolbox or not. So I have a number of these profile gauges. I have to pull this one out. So here's the Saker and the undefined brand, and an old General. You can see is different. This is a wire based. Some of them are kind of awkward to use, and you can see with the older ones it has some flexibility. These do move, and if you bump them at all, you put them in a position and you hit them, they move. So they have a very limited application, especially the older ones. When you compare the older versus the newer Saker, right off the bat, the size jumps right out. This is 10 inches. So this will give you a much larger profile range than either of the two older ones that I've used. The nice thing about the new one, the big plus, is locking mechanism. You can see there. So now a light tap doesn't change it. It's a big improvement for the functionality of the gauge. You'll certainly find that useful. The other nice feature about this manufacturer, they also have a model where this is 10 inches, so that limits how big of a profile you can transfer. You can get another model that you can actually daisy chain a number of them together, so improving your width or length of whatever of your profile. Definite improvement. You have a number of spots in this where you can put some kind of mounting material, whether it be a magnet, or you can see I mount some magnets on here, or you can put Velcro or whatever. The key to using these for doing repeated profile transfers is being able to establish a fixed reference point, right? So now if I'm going to transfer that onto something, a little tilt makes it difficult. You don't necessarily get an exact transfer. So beyond just being able to duplicate the profile, you need a good way of holding the reference to make sure you get it X and Y squared, and you get the profile transferred exactly the way you want it to. So just for the fun of it, I'm going to make a duplicate of that ornament that you see here. This is something that I turned on the lathe. I made some of these for Christmas this year. I'm going to duplicate it. You can see my model. So we're going to make another one of these. And so we will lock this in. And now I've got my profile ready to go. The one thing I see right off the way, which I'll mention, is the issue with these are right here. You can see there's a thickness, a very specific detail thickness. It looks like it's about 30-40 mils. Let's check it out. Oh, no, I was wrong. 62,000 tight of a detail you can get, a shape, has a limit. If you have a lot of details like this one right here, you can see it. I'll get out of the pictures of that. It's right there. Sharp corners. very fine detail. None of these gauges will do a good job of representing that. Let's get over to the lathe and make ourselves an ornament. Hey, and if you like what you see today, make sure you hit the thumb to let us know that the content we bring you is of value, that you enjoy it. And also don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. That way you're notified each week of all the content we bring you. Okay, over here at the lathe. So, like I said, I mounted the ornament object, the finished one that I'm using as a template here in the lathe. And we're going to use our profile gauge as our outline template. So instead of doing a lot of checking with measurements or diameters, I'm going to try to use that to duplicate the form. See there, I've done that already. Now to make sure that I get a good replication of the size and shape, I've got my little arm here. I put this arm and I have a locating bar here that I use some threaded rods. So I put this down and there. It goes to a exact position every time. So when I put my template on here, I can do my turning, keep that out of the way. Want to go back and I want to check, drop that in, and I can check. So now I'm ready to replace this with my wood blank and get to turning. Went through making our little ornament. You can see it came out pretty nice. Using the Saker profile gauge. Not a bad little tool. It has some advantages. I'll cover it. The locking mechanism is certainly a nice feature. It also has a little V groove that you can see right here. That way you can use it for round profiles, so that way you can really get a good seat to get a good profile. It certainly does replicate the profile pretty well. Very good for medium complexity. The drawback and the big con is, as I mentioned earlier, the individual little tabs are 60 mils thick. I found this is $39 on Amazon, and I'll consider that a con. It's a little pricey. So if you're doing medium to low complexity profiles like you see in the videos, you're doing trim around the house, and just in case you're looking for one of these, you can look down below in the comments. You'll see the affiliate links. They'll show you where you can get this on Amazon. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today and watching the video. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit the thumb and like and subscribe and hit the bell down below. That way I know I'm bringing you the content that you enjoy or you learn from. And for my subscribers and anyone else, you want to come back soon, because we're getting ready to move the shop to a smaller, more economical footprint. So we're taking our big shop, downsizing it, to a smaller, more economical area. So the series of videos are going to cover how to downsize your shop. And so whether you're starting out new and you're going to be limited in the amount of space that you have, or you're going from a nice big area and you've got to downsize, you're going to a smaller, more limited space, how to make some decisions about what piece of equipment go into what location. You might learn something. So we'll see you again in the next video. Have yourself a great day.